Hi, I'm making this video for newer woodworkers. If you want to build your first piece of furniture, this console table is a very easy build. It's done with all the parts you see here. You don't even need a table saw. You can get by with a miter saw. I'll run you through the 5 easy steps to get it built. So let's get started. You'll need 4 10¼ inch 2x4 pieces for the top and bottom end aprons, 2 29½ 2x4s for the side aprons, 4 2x2s at 26 inches for the cross braces, 4 2x4s at 30½ inches for the legs, 2 2x6s and 1 2x4 at 38 inches for the top, and 2 2x6s at 29½ inches for the bottom shelf. Alright guys, first thing I do is mark and then I'll drill the pocket holes. These are the end aprons. There'll be 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. So I've marked 2 on each end. You look at your board after you sand it, figure out what's a good side, the better side, and face it down and then mark for your pocket holes. 2 on each end at 1½ inch setting, and then these 2 I've marked for the top aprons. So the top aprons, they are going to get, turn these around to show you. In addition to the 2 on each end, they get a 3/4 inch setting, set in about 3/4 inch, and I'll drill it down this way. And what that's going to do is it's going to support the cross bracing once that's in. So I do that, and then with the side aprons, 2 on each end, and then I got 4 spread out across the length of the board. All these are 1½ inch setting. They're going to go in to secure the top on. So now I got to mark and for the top and then for the bottom shelf. Alright, with the top, I've arranged it so I like where everything looks on as far as edges. I don't have any bad knots like this knot here. That's going to be down below and up against the middle 2x4. So this is the underside of the top right here where I'm going to put my pocket holes in. And just look around, make sure everything's okay on the edges. And then since I'm going to have about, what did I figure? 3/4 inch or an inch, I can't remember what it's going to be. But I'll come in a couple inches to mark for my first pocket hole. I'm going to go from the 2x6 into the 2x4 on both sides. And then space it out. I kind of figured this is about 6 3/4 inch, so just make your marks. And it's close, and this will be in almost a couple inches, so that's pretty good. So then I'll just replicate it over here. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I marked these boards 1, 2, and 3, so I know what order they'll go in when I'm finished doing the pocket holes. And now for the bottom shelf, I'm just going to do the same thing. There's just these 2 2x6s right here. Just figure out, I don't want that on the top. That's that's one there, not. I'll fill that in with some filler. And so pick this side. This side is going to need some filler. So that's the top. So then I'll just turn them over like that. And then these, since it's the bottom shelf, they're going to get, I'm going to put 2 on each end. And then, because they're going to go into the leg assemblies. And then just put them alternating back and forth to screw them together. That should be good. Alright, now I'm going to start drilling. And then we'll put them together. I have the pocket hole jig set to 1½ setting. I've got my drill bit that's set at 1½. And a couple of scraps here on each side just to support the wood as I go. Then you just line it up. Start drilling. It is not my favorite thing to do, but better than sanding. Sanding is not too fun. Okay. Let's see, like this right here. I'll put some wood filler in there and then sand that. Well, this is the pocket hole side, but there is one on this side too. This one I'm not going to worry about. It's on the bottom. This one will be showing. Yeah, I'll put some in there later. Okay. I think you get the idea. So I'm going to go ahead and finish drilling all these, and then when I get to the aprons, I'll come back on and show you. All right, I got all 4 aprons with 2 on each end. These are 1.5 inch settings. Now I'm gonna go to the 3/4 inch setting for the ones that are gonna hold my bracing. But gotta remember to change my pocket hole jig from 1.5 down to 3/4. And I have a couple of different drill bits set up so I don't have to keep changing the collar on these back and forth, so that helps. So now I just drill down where the mark is, about 3/4 of an inch in. One on each end. And it looks like that. These will go down into the bracing. Then these go into the legs. I'll do the other one and then we'll start assembly. Alright, now I'm ready to put together a leg assembly. So I've got the outside of the assembly facing down. I've figured out what sides look good to me and I want to be facing out on the table, so everything's facing down. I did put a pocket hole 1.5 inch setting in the middle of this top apron to go up into the top once it's ready. These are the 2 3/4 inch ones that go down into the cross bracing. So just got to make sure you orient those the right way. Those are going to go flush with the top of these legs. And then this bottom apron, I'm going to put it up about 2.5 inches. First, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to put my square on the side just to line up, make sure the legs are all even. Okay, and then I'm going to line up the apron with the bottom of each leg up 2.5 inches. It usually takes me a while to get this right. Might have to do some adjusting. I'll take my square and I'm going to check. That's way out. Let me just double check this. Just a little tiny rock. More. Maybe if I'm going to clamp this top together. That's probably what's doing it right there. That's what happens when you worry about doing video while you're trying to build this thing. Forget about certain steps, but we'll get it. Good with that. All right. Now I'm going to put in the pocket hole screws. See these in. I'm going to clamp the assembly workbench just to go a little better. So I've had to use the right angle. I love this little DeWalt right angle drill assembly. So let's see. Let's see how it does. I did one earlier. I'll tighten that up a little bit. That one worked really well. Yeah, just gotta be patient with these and try different angles. It can be frustrating, but just be persistent with it. Get the better of you. There's always a solution. These usually go a lot better because it's sitting flat. I'll show you here. Now I say that, I won't do it. Watch. That went good, see? Those are good. Try this. Move the clamps over. Try to keep it steady. See if I can get it from this angle. That's going in pretty good. Alright. Yeah, those went in fine. Let me see if I can get this other one. Grab. I got a couple in here, so let me see this. Yep, that's all it needed. All tight. Okay. Now I gotta get this side. I think this one's in here, but let's double check. Might need to go a little more. That's pretty tight. This one needs to go down now. Alright. I think that's it. So. Okay, the two leg assemblies are upside down. As you saw, I got the side aprons in place, clamped together. Pocket hole screws in place. There. Now I'm ready to screw them in and connect that. Alright, see how this cooperates. That one's good. Alright, now I'm going to put the bottom shelf together and then attach it to the table. Try to figure out how to do this the best way. I think I will just clamp it in place. Okay, I cut 2.5 inch blocks since that's the distance from the bottom to the top. See if that works. Look at that. Yeah, there's always a solution. Get it lined up evenly. Alright, now, gotta get my clamps back out. I had a feeling I wasn't finished with these yet. Okay, got it. Now, let's see. Probably have to bring it over the edge. Just like that. And I'll move this down for you to see. Okay, so line this up. The apron. Pretty even. That feels good. Feels good there. Okay. I'm getting ready to screw these in. These are going to be fine. And there we go. Next step is to do the X braces on each end. Alright, so the next step I'm going to do is the X bracing on the ends here. Now, you don't have to do that if you don't want to have X bracing. You just build the top and be finished. But for those of you who are interested, I'm going to put a card above to a full video of how to do it. I don't have time in this video to do it. But I've created an app to make it really easy. So you measure the width and the height of the space. And I got the height is 23 inches. And the width is 10 1/4. And then the width of the board for the brace is 1.5 inches. And then you just hit calculate and it shows you all the angles that you're going to need in case you guys want to build a different size table and you want to do this. You can pick up the app. It's pretty cheap. Links in the description. So right now I will I'll get these cut. I'll give you the angles for this and then again refer you to that other video, but I'll show you what it looks like here in a second. So the angle for the ends on this is 20.6 degrees. You can see how good of a fit it is. Now I'm going to go do the second one and then I'll cut out the intersection angle and I'll show you that. Okay, there's the finished cross braces. So the intersection is 48.8 degrees on the saw. On the app it shows 41.2, so you just 90 minus that. And there are the cross braces. Again, check out that card I showed earlier if you want to learn how to do X bracing. Got the other one done. Now all I got to do is screw the top together and then figure out what color I want to make this. Alright, I have decided to actually glue the top together. So I want to make sure that I'm more toward the pocket hole side so I don't get a whole bunch of squeeze out coming out the top, because on the stainless top, if you get glue coming out the top, the stain won't get here to the wood. It's a pain. So I keep it more toward the bottom edge. There. Together. Alright, let's check it out. Not too bad at the top. Not too bad at the top. Really, there's not much to fill in. I'm going to sand it down. It might be there, a bit there, but I'm going to sand the edges down, the ends, make it all smooth. Alright, let's go see what it looks like on the table first. Okay guys, in the next video I'll reveal the color scheme and show you how I do the final touches with wood filler, painting, staining, and attaching the X braces and the top. See you soon.